Hello and welcome to Threefold Recital. This is a new-ish game that right now is on only for demo on Steam. And it is about these three characters, although this is only a demo, which is only going to focus on the one on the left. I mean, we're going to see the three of them, but the majority of the demo is going to focus on the one on the left. It is a Chinese in origin game, but it is in English, or most of it is. And I don't know if I should spoil more of that, but nah, let's just have you guys experience it. But yeah. Really, there isn't much more to say about this. It should be over an hour long, so yeah. Never mind the fact that it says continue, because I played a little bit of it, to see how it was, and I was like, yeah, okay, this looks interesting. Let's try it. So yeah. Anyways, let's begin, I guess. Yes. Select your preferred control device for on-screen prompts. You can seamlessly switch between these devices anytime during gameplay. I am using my PS4 controller. Acknowledge. Press A and X on the gamepad to advance conversations. Control prompts can be changed anytime in the settings under the Options menu. This game is a work in progress. Certain graphic assets are still placeholders. As of now, the final product will be properly polished. We are sorry for the inconvenience. Threefold Recital. Once upon a time, outside the great metropolis of Bluescales, in a quiet temple nestled in the lush woods of Mount Panted, there were a Taoist priest and a Buddhist monk. Even though they followed different religions, they were really good friends. Sometimes they had insightful debates where they shared the wisdom that they learned from their own ways of seeing the world. Sometimes these debates could go on for days. Oh, such wondrous secrets of the universe they exchanged. Creatures in the mountain gathered outside the temple just to listen. Among these creatures were a fox, a wolf, and a snake. They gleaned so much from the debates that they learned to assume humanoid forms and use special powers. They became known as beastlings. Quietly flowed the river of time, seconds, hours, years, decades. Eventually the priest and the monk passed on, while Mount Panted stood steadfast as ever. The beastling trio remained, sharing their acquired wisdom with generations of animals to come. They who hide from the turmoil of the world involuntarily enlightened oblivious animals who in turn pass the torch of enlightenment on. Some call it Tao, some call it karma. Such is the way of the universe. Quietly flowed the river of time. Seconds, hours, years, decades. Little by little the world changed, while Mount Panted stood steadfast as ever. Within Bluescales, the light of harmony dimmed, giving way to rising shadows. The once great metropolis was edging ever closer to the crossroad of fate. Hold your breath for a moment and listen. Hear the calling of the winds of change. Gigantic and something get airborne. So here's the first character. I believe his name is Tai Ching. I'm not sure how to pronounce it properly though. If you want to correct me, then there's the name. Check this out. What is it? Tai Ching picked up a small statue. Humanoid with dragon features, finely dressed and made of solid gold. It must be a statue of the Emperor. Yeah, they do say His Majesty is a true dragon of the golden lineage. This must be him. Emperor or not, this little guy belongs in the vault. It's worth a lot of money. I'll scout on ahead. Catch up when you're done here. Sure, I'll be there in a minute. Obviously, this is just a tutorial. Hey, Transia, what's this? Another one. And his name is Triratna. But I'm just gonna call him Tri because that's a really long name. Nice. 2 Emperor statues, 8 to go. Let's collect the full set. Yeah, what? Do we have that many Emperors? Yep. There's just one on the throne right now, but for him we had 10 Emperors ruling at the same time. I have trouble imagining a room full of thrones. Oh, right. Look up there. Is that writing? I have no idea what it says. Trader language. The last symbol means 4. I used to paint for foreign merchants in Zone 4. Learned some of their numerals. So I guess the whole phrase probably means just Zone 4, the trader residential area of Bluescales. Zone 4? Yeah, foreign writing here and the mural there, see? The architecture and dressing styles are definitely the traders. They built Zone 4 after their old country. Thank you for the knowledge. I've never been to Zone 4, so... Anyway, why did he decorate the corridor like Zone 4? Beats me. Let's just go on ahead. Maybe there's an answer somewhere down the road. Right. Let's go check it out. Good luck. Slither, slither, slither. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but she slithers when she moves, and you can turn that off, but I literally don't hear it. Get up. Acquired a small statue. If you can jump through a platform, you can drop through it too. Just stand on top and then down and jump. So... Acquired small statue. You can quick save anytime while your character is in active mode. There are a total of 10 quick save slots. Acquired a small statue. Transia makes a slithering sound when she walks. If that makes you uncomfortable, we totally understand. You can switch the sound effect to footsteps in the option menu. Feel free to try out other things in the option menu. The button that takes you back to the title screen is placed there too. You can manually save or load your game in the options menu too. There are a whopping of 90 manual save slots. Don't worry, quick save won't override manual saves. I actually can't do the dialogue history thing. Hey Transia, I found another golden statue. Now we got 2. Good, I just found 3. These plus Tri's share, we now have a total of 6. I was just telling Tri, to collect the full set we need 10. 10 you said? I see, you're a 10er. Me, I'm a 9er. I believe that there were 9 emperors back in the day, hence we're gonna collect 9 gold statues now. I read all the books for a living, alright? There's no official record of the 10th emperor at all. I'd say he's just a myth, invented to make a rounded number. 9er, 10er, it doesn't matter. That was like, what, over a century ago? Totally irrelevant right now. What matters is, the corridor up ahead seems different. Right. Tri just told me about your theory. Looks like you're right. From here on, the corridor's theme is transitioning to Zone 3. I went to Zone 3 once. Nothing to see except for sands, sands, and more sands, and sand bandits. The vibes here pretty much nailed it. Interesting. First Zone 4, then Zone 3. Is he building a miniature Bluescales here? Is this some kind of special feng shui design? Oops. Transia's already gone. I better keep up. I forgot to mention that they all have special powers. But you'll see that soon. Why are you guys still here? I examined the karma of this place. It's a bit off. What? Define off. Look here. Traps, of course. And that was close. Glad we have Try with us. Yeah, better safe than sorry. These curved swords are... I think they're called Shamshir? Authentic Zone 3 vibes, alright. That's stereotyping. Most sand bandits use weapons the same as ours. Zone 3 is not a foreign country, okay? We speak the same language and eat the same food. The corridor is blocked. What do we do now? Leave that to me. I'm good at making ways. Yeah, right. Over to you, bro. Try's power is handy when it comes to breaking roadblocks. Get close to your target, press and hold the interaction button to break it. If you have any questions, just ask your buddies. May the blessing smile upon you. Break. Well done, Try. Let's go. Yet another one. That's a long way up. No climbing, you don't say. Can I climb up a vertical wall like this even if I wanted to? You know what? Actually, I can. I see. You're seeing the writing on the wall as a painting. Yep, time to use my power. Transia can travel through paintings. Get close to the writing and interact with it. Okay, I'm in. The exit is this way up. Just gotta keep climbing, or jumping, I guess. Yeah, this is the exit. Here I come. Lower the ladder. It'd be funny if you said no. So what happens if you say no? No. Before that. That was neat. What would we do without you, Transia? Well, you're welcome. Thank whoever wrote this on the wall. Without it, I couldn't have done a thing. Hey, that's... Tai Ching, wait. This is one huge cauldron. The way forward is blocked by a huge metal gate. There are perfectly straight lines on the gate. Upon closer look, they are in fact seams. Buddha's padlock. This is bad. I can't break this gate. Oh yeah, leave the gate to me. I shall pass. That I shall pass part is kind of out of character, dude. Whatever. This is my serious face. Just be quiet and watch, Transia. This is my moment. See? These shelves are filled with transmutation ingredients. And that cauldron. Sweet, sweet heavens. Just look at that cauldron. It's a self-heating cauldron. I've only read about them in ancient records. What? Come again? No one knows how it works, but the cauldron heats itself. No fire required. Better still, it massively increases the success rate of transmutation rites. Are you sure about this? Chillax. I'll definitely make something to bust that gate. As definite as I can be, yeah. These are all regular ingredients. To make something extraordinary, ideally, I'll need some form of rare treasure. Ready when you are. Interact with the cauldron while controlling Tai Ching to initiate the rite of transmutation. Talk to Tri and Transia to switch characters. You may need them to explore previously overlooked nooks. I know who to switch to first. Yes. Need me to slip through more paintings? Obviously, I already did this part. No fall damage. Ooh, shiny. I'll take that. Acquired goodie. Shiny metal thing. Okay. Now to switch to Triratna. That sounds like a really weird name, Triratna. That's what I just want to call Tri. Do we need to break something else? I believe his little thing is over here. It's actually under here. I think this wall is breakable. His little... found some goodie. Acquired goodie, glowing ball thing. His little mechanic gets a little bit more difficult later on. It isn't just hold down the button and something breaks. It's gonna be cutting the strings of fate or karma or something like that. And it's a little difficult at times. So I think we just talk to him. Yes. Tai Ching, I found a glowing ball thing. Maybe you can make use of it? Say, I stumbled upon a chunk of shiny metal too. Use it for transmutation if you like. Great, thanks. Everything is here. Let's begin. Oh. This is one huge cauldron. Yes, I thoroughly prepared. Showtime. Thank you guys for your contribution. I'm feeling really good about this. I can do this. I absolutely won't fail again. Won't fail again. Do you have to stress the fail and again like that? Acquired super tough crowbar. Just a crowbar? The ideal tool for our purpose. Insert and push. Here and here. Ta-da! Keep going, guys. That is... a small, no, huge gold statue of a majestic dragon with wings. It has to be one of the emperors. But this one is so different. Not humanoid at all. It's a true dragon. I know this one. Out of the old emperors, there was one that existed in full dragon form. The Blessing is what he was called. Ah, the Blessing. He's kinda everywhere these days. Posters, decorations, painting scrolls. His look is different in every single case though. Yeah, I contributed quite a few painting scrolls myself. They're just for good wishes. The exact look doesn't matter. Into my backpack you go. May the blessing smile upon me. Zone 2. Now we're in Zone 2. That means we're home? Yep, it's a home to pretty much everyone. Zone 2 accounts for only 20% of Bluescales' land area, but holds more than 80% of its population. Whoa, what's that? Prestige ceremony. What the heck is that? Prestige ceremony, or the PC. People used to hold this grand ceremony in Zone 2 for Heaven's blessings. It was booted, that's a special verb for hosting it, by members of the servitude and attended by all 9 emperors. I have never seen the PC. Correct, it was cancelled like a century ago. The current emperor doesn't do it anymore. If this is an old ceremony, shouldn't we put the statues of the old emperors on the altar? Right, good thinking, Transia. Let's see, we have 9 statues. 9 of them, a full assembly. Let's put them up there. So they carefully lined 9 statues up on the altar. I can't read this foreign language, but the progress bar. They're clearly missing one. Looks like the creator of this PC is also a tenor. What does the 10th Emperor look like? Did we miss anything along the way? Not that I'm aware of. However, I think I saw something like these statues. Where did I see it again? It's just a short while ago. I'll have a look around. Gee, I wonder where it is. Where could it be? Eureka! Is this it? Unlike the rest of the statues, this one is made of not gold, but some kind of translucent gem. It's very pretty. Not the right color, but the right shape. Let's try it on anyways. Let's boot up the PC. 9 gold statues of old emperors all lined up on the altar. And the translucent statue to the assembly. Add. Yes. Ni hao. Hey, what's going on here? The pattern shows 9 humanoid emperors praying around the blessing. A simple yet ample depiction of the good old days when the emperors ruled in harmony. Wow. So we symbolically booted the PC. I wish that we could do that in real life. What then? Then it's gone. What's that? It looks like the rest of the statues, so I guess it's another emperor, but it's made of wood and looks really crude. Ah, I see. It must be our current emperor, the useless excuse known as the furniture. The furnisher. Don't let people catch you saying that. Speak ill of His Majesty is a punishable crime. I'll watch my tongue. No worries, it's just us here. No one's gonna hear it. Let's just take it. I find a purpose for it later. Place the furnisher. Place furnisher. What's that supposed to mean? Maybe it's referring to the statue of the furnisher? It's made of wood, just like the pedestal. Maybe they belong together. Whoever designed this mechanism really has no love for His Majesty at all. Hardly anyone loves His Majesty. He's, let's just say, unremarkable for an emperor. Right, let's put a little guy where he belongs. Oh yeah, a path. May Buddha shelter his wooden soul. Man, that's a lot worse than having no love. From here on, it's Zone 1. Up next is the miniature Zone 1. The district is Bluescales reserved for nobles, super riches, and the royal palace. These green lines are conduits, pipes for channeling energy to new tech systems. They say everything in Zone 1 is powered by new tech. That would be incredibly cool. I heard life there isn't so great anymore. The energy source that new tech devices run on is drying up. Many of these systems have been shutting down. Whatever, we're not really in Zone 1. This is just a part of a giant machine. Don't be distracted. Creating a tiny Bluescales and hauling up in Zone 1. What he's after is pretty clear. I fear we're being guided by the will of the universe. We must stop him. This is our mission. Indeed, the endless web of karma is converging right here. Whatever lies ahead, let's face it together. Come on, let's get this over with. Ah. It's you. You're... No freaking way. What the heck are you doing here? But what exactly is going on? You must be wondering. To answer that, let's rewind time to 2 weeks ago. You might have noticed these shiny carmarines that we've been collecting for a while. After each chapter, you get even more as rewards, depending on your performance. Right now, you can't do anything with them, but who knows? Just keep collecting. You might find them useful later. Where past and future meet. So now we're going to do the first chapter. There really isn't much to see right here, so yeah. A luxurious looking pedestal with 2 golden stamps on it. I am assuming that this is where you're going to be, or this is going to be sort of like a hub world, where each individual story or part of the stories take place, or you go to jump to that story. Yeah, because if you keep going, this is a very long hallway. A very long and empty hallway, except for this. Go to Toma Manor as Triratna. Yes. In a derelict temple in Zone 2 of the great metropolis Bluescales, there was a monk, a wolfling monk by the name of Triratna. He enjoyed the simple and quiet way of life, meditation, reading, and on particularly lovely days, going out for a walk. My God, I can't read today. On this fateful day, Triratna's pleasant walk led him to a grand manor, where he met a young friend and was caught in the middle of a curious event. Ugh. How long was I out? And where am I? Before anything, I should check this place out. What's the point of having a shelf this tall? How could anybody reach the top level? A couple of wooden balls with intricate carvings. For what purpose beats me. bolted from the outside. Why am I not surprised? I remember now. I passed by this grand manor, thinking the good folks inside wouldn't mind giving a meal to a poor, wandering monk. I did get a meal, but then they beat me to a pulp and locked me up. What have I done to deserve this? What's that sound? Psst. Wolfie, are you there? Hey, I know that voice. You're the boy who gave me food this morning. Yep, that's me. Now, Wolfie, you gotta go, like now. A police officer is coming. Hold on. I have some questions for him. Where to start? Where am I? Where am I? This is our old warehouse, although nobody uses it these days. Except sometimes they use it as a makeshift jail for naughty servants. You have warehouses and servants, huh? I have some questions for him. Where should I start? Why should I run? Surely an officer of the law would hear an innocent monk out. Not this officer. He's on Dad's payroll and does whatever Dad says. Now Dad says that you're a thief. Do you still count on him to hear you out? Dad? I have some questions for him. Where should I start? I know who you are. With these questions answered, let me think. I remember seeing a plaque with Toe Manners written on it before coming in. Putting two and two together, this boy must be young Master Toe. You must be young Master Toe. Right, name's Toma. Tomato. You may call me Triratna, meaning 3 jewels. Nice to meet you, Toma. Won't be so nice when the police officer is here. Quick, you're out of time. I see. Still, thank you. You're a very sweet boy, Toma. Now to get out of this room. One way or another, I've got to open the door first. Not that door. There are guards outside, or else I wouldn't be talking to you on the roof. That makes sense. Wait, this hollow sound. Hey Toma, beneath the floor, is there another room? Yeah? It's a cellar. Good. I will get out through the cellar then. But that's hardwood floor, and beneath it, solid stone slabs. Don't worry, I'm pretty good at, digging. Oh, I know that story. A wolf dug into the butcher's pantry and got killed and stuff. That is not a very helpful story. I said I'm good at digging, but the truth is a lot more complicated. See, I have this handy ability. When I hold my breath and focus really hard, I can see karma, the embodiment of cause and effect, manifested as fine lines, tying all things in this world together. See, I can see karma lines when I focus. Now just let me focus on the floor. The entire universe fades away, leaving only the one thing that I'm focusing on. Now I can see all karma lines tied to it. Green lines are integrity lines, the force of karma that keeps separate parts together as a unity. Even stone slabs disintegrate when I sever these lines. Focus and give it a try. Verily, that which appeareth singular is composed of myriad parts. Praise Buddha's wisdom. Without these integrity lines, a mountain is nothing but a giant heap of dust. I'm gifted with the ability to not only see, but to also sever karma lines. Now, let me just cut all integrity lines in the stone slab. Keep the cursor on a karma line and hold left mouse button to sever it. I'm using the control, so. Darker lines are intertwined with other lines through karma knots. I must undo the knots first, before the tie-down line becomes accessible. Watch out for orange lines. They're trigger lines. If I undo all knots on trigger line, it will restore the entire web, sending me back to square one. Avoid knots on trigger lines and specialize other parts of the web. Prioritize. Finally, these are the last lines. Yikes, a fuse line. They look exactly like regular karma lines until I undo all knots on them. Once a fuse line is triggered, I must cut it before it blows up. Cut the active fuse line first. Like my life depends on it. Let's go. Severed karma. That solves the stone slab problem. Now the hardwood. Hey, I just remembered something. Below you is a cellar, alright, but the cellar doesn't lead to the streets. So if I dig down, I need to find my way out of this huge maze of a manor undetected. Ha, exactly. It's not impossible, technically, you know. I'll pass. Being accused of that is bad enough. If caught trespassing. Sorry, Wolfie. How should I respond? No sweat. Leave it to me then. There has to be another way. What if you get out through this opening in the roof? That is way too high. Hey, wait. If I can climb this unknowingly tall shelf, then to the beam, that opening would just be one hop away. The question is, how do I get up the shelf? There must be a way. I should look around for things related to the shelf. Whenever Triratna examines something, its karma lines will be revealed. Have a look around. There it is. Unlike integrity lines, these blue karma lines are affinity lines, indicating the relationship between things. Ah, I see. I was wondering how anyone could reach the top space of this shelf. It's way too tall. Now I see. It's related to the stairs over there. That explains things. Okay, let's check out those stairs out. Let's check those stairs out. Can I? Yes, found some mechanism. This pattern here. Ah, I see. It's a trademark of Blue's workshop. The 3 round slots beneath must be the key to activate it. I should ask Toma about it. Hey Toma. Huh? These stairs are made by Lou's workshop. Do you know how to operate them? Whose workshop? Lou's. The machinery workshop in town. Pretty famous. They made these stairs. Machinery? Like automatons? There's a restaurant not far away. They have automatons pulling noodles. You mean like that? Not at all. This is a lot simpler. Sort of like... a lock and key? It's basically like a lock and key, yeah, that. You're looking for a key? Sort of. Products from Lou's workshop have their trademark on them. A squiggly symbol like a maze. Have you seen anything like that with symbols elsewhere? Squiggly maze symbol? Ah, yes. Our servants play chess and their chess box has a symbol like that on it. Hang tight. We'll be back in a sec. What a hasty young man. Come to think of it, Those slots are about the right size for chess pieces indeed. Who uses that shelf? Servants, of course. Reasonably, they must have the key to operate these stairs. The boy could be right. Guess who's back? That was quick. Here comes the chess box. Oops, sorry about that. Maybe I can jump onto the beam and throw the box down? Buddha's beard, no, I can't watch you kill yourself. I'll throw something up to knock it down. What could we use to knock it down? What about the balls? A couple of wooden balls with intricate engravings. For what purpose? Beats me, but maybe I can use them to get the chess box off the beam. Those are polo balls. Dad plays those with his buddies. You ride a horse and hit those balls with a big-ass stick. Looks so cool. My brother and I wanted to try it out, but Dad said that we were not old enough. Wow, you need a horse to play it? Expensive sport. So those sticks on the shelf are for these. What's its name? Polo balls? Yep. There would be karma lines pointing to a horse if there were any in sight. Then I'd be even more confused. Try hitting the chess box with the polo balls? Sure. Aim with the mouse or direction keys. Hold left mouse button. Okay. Can't go all the way over there, so... Hey, don't throw it at me. Sorry. Don't expect to hit the box head on. Send the box up to the beam and let it roll. The ball up to the beam. Oop, too far. Not far enough. Too far. Well, that should have hit it. This isn't working. Nope, these balls won't do. They're not heavy enough. Gee, I wonder what I could use. A stone weight propped up by a pillar. Looking teeterish. I should approach with caution. Shall I throw this at the chess box? You're serious? Nope, kidding. A large wooden ball, quite heavy. I suppose it's for playing Skittles. Skittles? Me and my bro used to play Skittles with kids in the neighborhood. You know how Skittles pins are named? We scraped the names off and wrote beastling names instead. Hit the beasties. Ouch. I'm hit right in my feelings, bud. Oh, sorry. We never wrote woofling on them pins, if that helps. Speaking of Skittles, I used to play it with my mountain buddies back in the day. Mountain buddies? Yeah, I was born in the mountain. Did you write, like, human names on your pins? No. Why would we? But now you're just giving me a good reason. Shall I throw a Skittles ball at the box? Sure, looks huge. Okay. This one has even less of a turning radius. Whew. There we go. Yes! The box came down with a loud crash, chess pieces flying every which way. Oh snap, they're all over the place. The officer could be here any second. That's no problem. We only need 3 pieces for the stairs. Do you know which 3? Well, that is not a problem either. Just find chess pieces related to the stairs. So I should be able to. There we go. The lock is tied to some chess pieces by karma lines. I need to find the right pieces. It says to put them away though, right? So... the red pawn. Pawns are slow and they can only move forward. Plus this one doesn't have any karma lines. So it should be this one. A black king. This is one of the key pieces. And it's... a chest box smashed open with some pieces inside. When karma line points to this. Here, a black pawn. Is it the red minister, and some variations of chess is called guard. A karma line ties to the stairs. This is what I'm looking for. Good, I have all 3 pieces. Time to try them on the stairs. Can I put them away though, or... a black horse, flying pretty far due to the impact. Nope, this is not it. No karma line. So I can't put them away? That's... hold on a minute. It says put scattered pieces away though, but it won't let me. Unless I have to do that later? Or do I have to read all of them? The black elephant, no karma line. What is this? I keep seeing like something green right here. The black cannon and some variations of chess is called a trebuchet, which makes sense because there were no cannons when the game chess was invented. See, right here, there's like a green thing that pops up right there. This is the red horse. The red chariot. Oh, there we go. I had to just look at all the pieces. Phew, that was much better. Now back to my real business. There are all 3 pieces. Now put them in the slots and see what happens. This ability is seriously handy. It even tells me which piece goes into which slot. Lucky me. Wow, the stairs are suddenly growing handles and wheels. Good, push it over to the shelf. The mouse. This should be good enough. Wow, neat. Come on, this is your home and your stairs. The rest is easy enough. Up the stairs and onto the shelf, then the beams. I need to stand this weight up on its side as a stepping stone. Watch out, that thing doesn't stand very well. How did you know? There are 2 of them. My older brother used them for lifting workouts. I tried once and the best that I could do was push them over. Not your fault. Every strong man started from a wee boy. Hey, you mentioned that you have an older brother? Right, 7 years older. He was the next head of the house. Was? Yeah, Dad loves him a lot more. Wanted to give him the whole family business and all. Don't feel sad, Toma. Adults sometimes need to make hard decisions. There can only be one heir and there are 2 of you. The fact that your dad chose the older one doesn't mean that he loves him more. Yeah. My brother didn't want the business though. He wanted to be an adventurer, to see the big wide world. About 3 years ago, he left home and never came back. Probably doing adventurer things somewhere. Prodigal son? Totally. I was jealous when he was home, feeling that he stole Dad from me. But afterwards, I'm starting to miss him. I'll do anything to have him back. Give him some time. The prodigal son always comes home. You can trust me on that. Thank you, Triratna. We haven't known each other for long, but you feel like an older brother to me. Call me brother if you want. It's my honor. I don't mind being your brother. It's the least that I could do for the meal that you gave me. And for trying so hard to get me out of this warehouse. Awesome. Earlier today, you told me about your nightmares of being burned, drowned, and buried alive. I believe that they're the reflection of something deeper down inside, of real-life problems. You could be right. I kinda want to talk to you about my problems, but that would be, embarrassing. Why me? When adults have problems, they go to the temple and talk to monks, right? You're the only monk that I can get to, Wolfie. A boy consulting a wolfling monk? That would make a great beginning for a fairy tale. I understand. We can have a long talk after I get out. Sure, great. Now, I've got to stand this weight up. Now, just jump onto the beam. But first, money. Am I ready to leave the warehouse? Yes. Give me your hand, I'll pull you up. With my weight, it's more like I'll pull you down. Okay, I'll make some space for you then. Huh? What's wrong? No, it's nothing. What is that? That's... What I did in the warehouse accidentally formed warning lines. On this end is... the warehouse door. Warning lines indicate imminent events with powerful consequences. Essentially, they warn me of a danger in the near future. I have no idea what exactly is going to happen, but by Buddhist teachings, I can't just leave it be. I better sever it before someone gets hurt. Tremble, evildoers, before your worst nightmare. Yikes, it's the officer, get moving. Huh? But... Officer... Nightmare? Enforcer of the law is here to save the day. What the... Ah! The cause that is apparent giveth way to consequences unseen. Praise Buddha's wisdom. What's that sound? It's, the sound of karma busy at work. Anyway, we should leave now. Home of the inky rich Toes Manor. Phew, finally. Here, Triratna. Triratna. Thank you, Toma. Don't mention it. Now, the next step. There's a huge crowd outside. Some police officers in uniforms. The rest must be servants. Wow, lots of people. They must be attracted by the noise in the warehouse. None of them is looking up. Things will get really funny if I shout at them. Who does ears know? My plan was to hop off the wall and make myself scarce, but I forgot that your grand manor is protected by a big wide moat. Yeah, thieves these days. You can't be too careful. Although thieves did break in, with or without the moat. What happened? It's been a very chaotic day so far and I have a lot of catching up to do. Let's talk down there on the side of the wall. Can't just stand here. Sooner or later one of them will look up. Right. Ahem. Welcome to our old yard. These parts are practically abandoned. No one ever really comes except for the night watchman. A good host would serve you a nice cup of tea. Right now I can't, Oh, don't bother. I've had more than enough hospitality since this morning. I have some questions. Where to start? Thieves broke into your manor? Simply put, someone stole a batch of our merchandise. A few servants saw it happen and said that the thief was a wolfling, and I showed up when they were busy catching a wolfling. I guess. Today is just not my day. What did they steal? My family makes ink for a living. Under Dad, though, we do more trading than making. Occasionally, we process raw ink for clients, too. Check this out. These are raw materials for making ink. They're dumped here because we don't need them much these days. So, what did they steal? Just ink? Yes, but not just ink. It's a mega deluxe ink. They stole it while we were adding the finishing touch. How mega deluxe could it be? I mean, it's just ink. Well, they stole 30 pounds. At the market price, that's worth about half this manor. Mega deluxe is, an understatement. Habuda's toes. They accuse me of stealing that kind of ink? I have so many questions. I don't really have a good look. Well, didn't really get a good look. But that officer back there. He looked like a tigerling? Yep, name's Nightmare. Hired by the old sheriff himself. At this rate, he will be the next sheriff when the old man is promoted. You're rather perceptive for a kid. Am I? How old do you think I am? Might say about... What do you guys think? Is he 11 or 12, 17 or 18, or 25 at least? They all say that, but truth is, I'm 18 years old. Look a bit, tender for your age, if you don't mind me saying. I am. Tender look or not, I must do my homework before taking over the family business. I see. But the more I learn, the worse I feel. How so? When I finally take Dad's place, I'll have to do a lot of things I hate, like politics and bribery. Right. You did say something about your dad bribing the police. I know, right? I guess Dad hates it too, but as the head of the household, you do what you gotta do. I was taught that bribery is wrong, still. There's no such thing as perfect happiness, even for the rich. My brother used to say the police are nothing but damn weasels. I kind of understand why he wanted to leave everything behind now. By doing this, he found his own way in life. May Buddha watch over him. Hey, you're right. Maybe I should start looking forward to. Just leave the past behind. You will be a wise man, young Master To. Hee hee hee. I was thinking maybe the officer could help me out, seeing that we're both beastlings. Given the situation, I shouldn't count on that. How do I get out? Right now, I need to get out of your manor. Can you swim, Wolfie? You could just dive into the moat and swim out. Swimming is not a problem, but allowed splashes. There are police officers outside. If only we had a rope ladder. With that, we could slip into the water without a sound. Or you could, I mean. Yes, do you have one? I do, although I can't remember where it is. Seriously, this is your home or not? Is this your home or not? I used to play with my brother in this yard, but that was a lifetime ago. Can't keep track of everything, can I? I'll look around for it, before someone comes in. Let's do it together. Let me collect the currency. Boxes of ink materials, huh? What wood is this? Pine wood, specially prepared for ink making. Wow, I didn't know that. So ink is made from what? Pine wood soot? The color is from soot. Mix it with glue and leave it to dry. Then you get ingots. Dissolve them in water before use. Truth is, it doesn't have to be pine wood. Burning vegetable oil makes good soot too. It's just that oil is messy. I'm enlightened. Don't trust everything I say. I didn't learn the specifics because we don't make much ink anymore. Dad mostly does reselling. Buy ink ingots from small shops at Toast Trademark and sell. Sometimes we do refining for big clients, like adding fragrances or color to their stock ingots. Your dad is a business genius. A heap of pins for Skittles. The ball is not far away. Ah, the ball that saved the day. Yup. Oh, right. You mentioned something about playing Skittles with pins named after beastlings. Is this it? No, don't look. Okay, relax. You can't actually check it unless he's not with you. A small room tucked away. Judging by the location, I guess it connects to the cellar. You remember what I said about the cellar? Good. But you're only half right. Right, you did say that. The Tigerling officer is in the cellar right now. Hope he's enjoying the view. This room used to be connected to the cellar. Then we sealed the door up to block escape routes in case of thievery. I see. These shiny tubes are what? Sparklers. Like those portable thingies that we use for lighting fires? Yep. I've never seen sparklers this posh. Is it safe to pile them up like this? I thought that there was an ember in each of these. Oh, you mean the crappy old kind? A tube filled with dried vines, cotton, and sulfur inside? Kept smoldering. Take off the cap and give it a quick blow to have it flare up again. You call that crappy? Mine was filled with just a wad of paper. Yeah, I know that kind too. Outdated relics. These are from the Royal Workshop in Zone 1. They look like good old sparklers, but inside are new tech circuits. Just give the spark wheel a spin to light it up. No embers, no blowing, totally safe. An eye-opener. Zone 1 is full of miracles. I know, right? Dad is working hard to grow our business and move us all to Zone 1. Making ink won't cut it, he said. The future of commerce is all about reselling and value-added services. Nice poster of a flying dragon with majestic wings. This must be the true dragon. They always say, may the blessings smile upon you when putting up these dragon posters. Yes, it's tradition. A nice poster of a flying dragon with majestic wings. This must be the true dragon. Huh? What's this? Hey, why did you take it down? Just forget about it. It's just a cheap poster. Sorry, I just saw something interesting, so... This wall is painted in a slightly different color. This is the sealed up cellar exit. Now I see why they sealed it up. From the warehouse to the cellar, then to this room, making a thief's life much easier. Not quite. From the warehouse to the cellar takes some special talent, or a sledgehammer, plus a tons of muscle. I was about to say that I could have escaped the cellar by tearing this wall down, but that's not an appropriate thing to say considering that he's the upcoming owner of the cellar and the wall. Piled on the chests are inventory lists, most likely ink materials. Upon closer examination, they're mostly pigments and fragrances. Rich folks want their ink to be special, so we do refinement for them. Customized ink sells for dozens of times in the original price. Good profit margin. Your dad has a serious knack for business. You don't need to be a genius to get that idea. The real hard part is finding potential buyers, and that is what Dad is good at. Can't argue with that. You can't open this when he's with you. The drawer is locked. What am I thinking? My ability is not to be abused. A stone mill. A stone mill it is. Ah, I see. It's put here as a reminder. Quit milling around. Do your work. Your joke is as bad as Dad's. What else would a craftsman's family need a stone mill for? For soybeans and grains, duh. Craftsman family need food too. Oh, right. We don't use this anymore. There's a new one in the kitchen. I'd give it a push. Might as well have some milling around while I'm at it. Hey, that was surprisingly relaxing. Quit milling around. Puns. Ah. Hey, Wolfie, see that poster over there? How many letters are there? Ha. 9. No way, you got it right. That big 3 in the middle is in fact an archaic letter. Yog? Now removed from the alphabet. How am I doing? Not bad, huh? You know everything. That ruins the fun. Nah, I don't really know everything. Truth is, I learned a lot from the temple's book collection, and all they have are old books, totally irrelevant these days. There was something there? Huh. A stone lantern with an empty chamber. Can't exit this way. Huh. This looks like a secret door. Oh right, now I remember. Light a fire to open this door. Light a fire? You mean the stone lantern? Yep. How did you figure it out? Smart, Wolfie. Thank you. So I have the sparkler. I need to find something to start a fire. Like I said, I have the sparkler, so... A stone lantern with an empty chamber. Do I need... Get some wood for lantern fuel. This much should be enough. Acquired some dried pine wood. Go up. Oh wait, do the lantern. Okay, but light it up then. Light it up. Do I... I already have the... Okay, I already have the sparkler. Do I have to go get it? Again? Wait, I can use one of these to light the lantern. Sure you can. May I take one? I mean, they look expensive. I thought he already took it. No worries. Just head over to the house. The next head of the house approves. How about approving my leaving through the front door? I don't see any other source of fire. Let me just borrow one for a while. Acquired the new tech sparkler. Sparkler. A stone lantern. Okay. Dump the pine wood into the lantern, then light it up with a sparkler. And done. This place gives me the creeps. Buddha's curses. My heart skipped a lot of beats. I haven't been here in ages. The smell is terrible, alright. Did you put the rope ladder here? I could have. Let's look around. Find the rope ladder. These figures are creepy. They're made of different materials. This one's wooden, this one's stone, and over there is clay. Huh? All these figures are connected to Toma by affinity lines. Toma? What's up? Do you play here often? Yeah, and my brother too. This used to be our secret base. Secret base? Cool, huh? Did you boys make these figurines? I did. I learned a bit of sculpting when Dad wasn't looking. Haven't done it since Hoda left though. I see. Affinity lines may form between people and the things that they care about, typically between artists and their works. I see that Toma worked hard on these figures. Hey, found it. The rope ladder, right in this box. I knew it. Hoda used it every once in a while. After he left home, sometimes he'd come back to see me, sneaking over the wall with this ladder. That was years ago. Great, this could be my ticket out. I'll wait for you outside. This space makes me uncomfortable. Must be the stale air. Are you okay? Totally. I'll wait for you on the wall. I shall investigate this place a bit more. Or meet Toma on the wall. Let's investigate. Oh god, hurry up. Figurine of a child. Yeah, should be a child about Toma's height. This was made years ago, meaning back then Toma was creating something taller than himself? A stone? No, it looks like stone but is actually paper? Soaked paper, compacted, dried, and then carved into shape. Genius idea. A clay figurine, a little sagging due to the damp air. This paper figurine seems a bit weird. Oh, it's made of actual stone. All figurines in this room are related to Toma except for this one. There must be something to it. Aha! There's a hidden button on the back of the head. Buddha's slippers on wheels. What just happened? The sparklers are moderately fancy, at least trying to look low-key. This figurine is taking fanciness to a whole new level. Was this 3 stone blocks emerged from the wall? There is a turning knob on the back of the figurine, with the words written nearby. One says Kun, the other says Earth, connected by a downward arrow. Whatever that means, I should give it a twist. Twist the knob and see what happens. Not yet. I want to try something. Aha. I can't get it. Yes. Control, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm playing, what is it called? Air hockey. Oh god. I can already see myself having to replay this over and over again. Those lines on the wall changed, I think. Say, those lines look like one of the Taoist trigrams. Wish Tai Ching were here. I could really use some Taoist expertise right now. Shall I try it again? Yes. You have to do this 7 times. Oh, well, there's a second time. Those lines changed again. Based on what little I know about the trigrams, the sign of Kun should be 3 broken lines. Kun down in Earth. Does that mean When I get the Kun sign, something will fall to the ground. And this something has to be the key up there. I don't see anything else capable of falling except for the roof. Hold on, there are 8 trigrams in total. I started with... King? The first, and Kun is the last. I need to win 7 times? For real, whoever came up with this idea spends like half a day playing these silly games every time that they need to use that key. Ah, rich people. Like I said, prepare to watch me lose at this for a while. There we go. 4 to go. Come on, this can't be the only way to get the key, right? Unfortunately, it is. Ah. Oh. Ah. Ugh. Oh, come on. Ah. Almost. You know what would be horrible? If every time that you miss, it resets the whole thing, so you have to do 7 wins consecutive, not 7 wins, like, just in general. Ah, so close. Ah. Ugh. Finally, a lifetime later. Now, I see that toes are so rich that they really have nothing better to do for a pastime. Next question, what is this key for? There probably could have been like another way, like right here how you see that it's left. You're just like, oh look, I got the key. But nah, that seemed too easy. So now that we don't have Toma with us, while Toma isn't around, I can take my time and have a closer look. Skittles, also known as 15 pins, is a traditional game played with, well, 15 pins. 10 of them are marked with positive words in red ink, like courage, wisdom, and so on and so forth. The other 5 carry negative words in black ink, like greed, arrogance, yada yada. Stand these pins up and hit them with rolling a wooden ball. Gain a point for each red pin dropped, lose a point for each black pin. There are regional variations, but the principle is the same. Oh, all black pins are named after government positions. Sheriff, clerk, mayor. Red pins are beastlings, And there are dragons too. Nobilis, Orbis, Ramifier. I see that Toma and his brother really don't like politics. What's this? One red pin is marked by Pota Toaster, another Toma Topia. Check what's written on the wooden pins. Yes, we've done it. And now the final thing. By human standards, these are pretty weird. No wonder Toma didn't want me to see it. Oh. The drawer is locked. Open it with the key. Maybe the key that I found in the Rockery is for this lock. Good, let's see. More inventory lists, just like the pile on the chest. Not quite. What's this entry here? Dragon? What's that supposed to mean? Do they grind dragons up to make ink? That's sick. No way. It must be some kind of code, maybe short for dragon fruit or snapdragon. In that case, why would there need to be a code for innocuous fruits and herbs? What's this? A pile of receipts from years ago. The figures are huge. Most of these are fines and compensation for damages. The person responsible is Potato. Potato? 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 Potato. I just saw that name. It's Toma, older brother. Buddha's mercy. This Pota must be one heck of a troublemaker. That's it. Nothing else of interest. I feel guilty for poking around like this. Better stop myself. Toma is waiting on the wall, lost in thought. Feeling better? I guess I just needed some fresh air. Being inside the Rockery reminded me of my nightmares. Nightmares like those you mentioned this morning? You told me about dreams of you being burned and drowned. Right, dreams of me lighting a candle then somehow setting myself on fire, and of me drowning, slowly falling apart in water. Sometimes I have this dream of being a chunk of wood, being chiseled by a sculptor. That hurts a lot. And dreams of being burned alive. Being in the Rockery reminded me of that. Hey, metal, wood, water, fire, and earth. I've collected all 5 elements. Now that we've had this time, when did these nightmares start? A few years ago, I think? After your brother left? Now that you mention it, yes, after Pota left. Suddenly becoming the only heir, you must be under a mountain of pressure. That seems right. Dad hardly ever noticed me. After Pota left though, I suddenly got 10 times the attention. His expectations were sky high. I was thrown into a sea of classes and homework. It felt like being burned alive. I was a chunk of wood being carved into his idea of a perfect son. I didn't exactly want to run away, it's just that I wanted to talk to someone about these feelings. You can talk to me, I don't mind being this someone. There is a battered old temple about a mile east, that's my place. Come find me anytime when you feel like talking. Or I could visit you from time to time, after they find the real thief, of course. What I mean is, this monk is your friend. Thank you, Triratna. I'm feeling better. You're welcome. So... Oh, I just realized we need some proper weights to keep the ladder in place. Go find something and haul it up the wall. Huh? Can't we nail it to the wall or tie it to the tiles? No, there are no tiles, in case you haven't noticed. Our walls are topped with whole copper slabs. Can't nail or tie anything to them. Now that you mention it, I was kinda wondering why these tiles were so smooth. Whole copper slabs though. What do you do if it's like dented? Replace the whole slab? Yes, and it's expensive, you know. Why would you use copper slabs in the first place? Beats me. Dad made the modification when I was young. First a couple of walls, then all the walls in the manor. Is this some undocumented kind of mental disorder like tileophobia? Alright, I'll go find some weight. Gee, I wonder what that could be. Hey, I'm looking for some heavy weight, right? This should do it. Problem solved. Talk to Toma and then I'm ready to leave. Okay. Toma is waiting on the wall. Good. Ready to get out? Yeah. 1 second. I'll carry the stone mill up. You were just there. Whoa, watch out. You actually did it. You're strong. That's not even my full power yet. This mill should be able to hold a ladder in place. It's more than heavy enough. Let's try. Whoa. What's that noise? What was that? Halt, you petty thief. Come on, how did this guy get out? Through the wall, brick and mortar shall not stand in the way of justice. Now the wrath of justice and the repair bills are upon you. Una must hate me with a passion on this particular day. I must maintain some safe distance. These copper slabs. Neat trick. I don't know what sorcery that is, but it shall not stand in the way of justice either. I could have taken down the whole section if I had some more time. Ooh, who are you? Stop. Whatever your problem is, we can talk it over. The police are outside. I wouldn't do anything silly if I were you. Shut the hell up before I shut it for you. Huh? A monk? What are you doing here? That's, a rather long story. Stand back or I'll kill this old pig. Calm down. I'll make myself scarce, right? Hold it. Don't you dare sneak away. Okay, whatever you say. Help me. Do something, Sir Monk. Master Monk. I'll pay you. Anything in this manner. You name it. You're Master To? I am. Counting on a monk to save your ass. You, monk. Don't you dare walk out of my line of sight. Huh? You, good sir, must be the ink thief. How did you know? So it really is a wolfling. The servants aren't lying. They accuse me of what you did, sir. Now you know that you've made a mistake, Master To. Ha, sucks to be you. Humans are like that, a bunch of racists. You're a beastling, so you must be up to no good. But what you just did proved their point. Now, let's talk about the real business. Old man, you're supposed to have 30 pounds of Mega Deluxe ink. Where did you hide the other 20? What other 20? You took everything in the original package. Horseshit. The package has 7 pounds and half Mega ink in it. The rest are all regular ink. The label says 30 pounds exact. Now, where's the rest of it? No. 7 pounds and a half is all I have. For real? For real. We inkers have a special kind of pound, the inker pound. 7.7 market pounds equals 10 inker pounds. That explains away 10 pounds. You have 20 to go. It's a gift box, okay? 10 pounds of Mega Deluxe ink plus 20 pounds of regular ink as a freebie. Big box plus lots of freebies. That's how you sell a gift box. Damn, that's bloody robbery is what it is. And you call us bandits. Tss. Even that. Screw your inker pound. You said that there should be 7.7 market pounds. I got 7.5. There's a gap, old man. I'm sorry. The officer is hopping up and down like a frog on a hot plate and mouthing something. Is he talking to me? Keep him busy. Talking. Keep him busy talking, meaning I must distract him somehow. Master Toe's life is at stake. I better cooperate. Okay, I'll keep him occupied by whatever means. First, get his attention. May I ask you something? What, you talking to me? Next, find a topic that he might be interested in. What do you think of the dragons? Bunch of snobs, no? We say that in the camp, alright. Humans are beastlings, we earn our place in the world with hard work. Dragons are born special, no fair. I, though, don't quite agree with the boys. One type of dragon, Draconis nobilis, the true dragon deserves to be special. Thing is, there's only one nobilis alive, the Emperor himself. The rest are all half-dragons or even humans claiming to be their removed relatives. Those are snobs, alright. You're rather knowledgeable for a bandit. Did you go to school somewhere? The hell do you mean? I mean, nothing. Very well said, good sir. Next, find a topic that he might be interested in. Well, never had a chance to. Born here in Zone 2. The boss was from Zone 3, though. He said desert bandits are what real men should be like. That sounds menacing. Damn these times, the heroes of Zone 3 are being locked up or driven out by the cops. Repine not at the fruits of thine own actions. Praise Buddha's wisdom. Praise my ass, you don't talk like humans, wolf. Says the wolf who talks perfectly like human bandits. How's the job going? Promotion coming soon? You stupid or what? I'm a damn bandit. Ah, right. Bandits must have ranks too? Like, if you haul enough money, you'll become a manager bandit, then director bandit, and so on and so forth? Nah, don't need the corporate crap. There's the boss and the seer, then everyone else. Flat organization, whatever that means. We bandits are honest people. Do your job, earn your share, unlike the old weasel here, all horseshit with sugarcoating. I'm sorry. I'll learn to be honest. Let me read your karma. Huh? You mean like tell me my fortune? No, I can't tell fortune. Reading karma is all I do. What's the difference? Karma is not fortune, it's the consequences of what you have done, and the attribution of what happened. You, good sir, your karma is... Your karma is... What the... An affinity line links the bandit and the master toe together. This makes no sense. Did I bonk my head or what? Just in case, let me read Master Toe's karma. Yep, that affinity line again. They're somehow related. Master Toe, do you know this gentleman? No. I don't hang out with this kind, not in 1,000 years. He means it. At the beginning of this confrontation, he said, "Who are you? Stop. Whatever your problem is, we can talk it over." The police are outside. I wouldn't do anything silly if I were you. Shut the hell up before I shut it for you. A monk? What are you doing here? Master Toe said, "Who are you?" Then he thought that they were alone. That means that he was not pretending. What's going on here? Calm down, Triratna. Think. Merely being acquaintances can't form affinity lines. To form an affinity line, you must be a blood family with someone or develop a very strong sense of kingship. Don't tell me that you're... His secret lover. He doesn't know who he was, so... That would be really weird if he was. Hey, I'll sue you for slander. Yes. I can even tell your name, it's... Potato. Tomato. Burrito. Gelato. Pota? Are you nuts? The officer is almost in position. Just a few more seconds. I said that because I could see your... Huh? Warning lines? Let go of Dad, you bastard! Watch out! Phew, that was close. You pulled Master Toe back and kicked the bandit away in the split second? Insane reflexes! Piece of cake. Thank you for the holler, otherwise I couldn't have made it. Where's Toma? In his own room, Master Toe took him back. Good. Don't you owe me an apology? Oh, you? Me? Well, they called for the police saying that they caught the thief, then... Okay, I did call you a thief, and for that I am sorry. Good. Whatever, as long as you're happy. What do we do with this bandit? Lock him up and follow procedures. I still don't understand, though. You said he's Master Toe's son? You took me seriously? I thought you'd just shrug it off as a bluff. How should I put this? Your sorcery tricks reminded me of a friend. More importantly, this bandit didn't seem to think that you were bluffing. That matters. Okay. We can talk this over. I happen to have a few questions, too. Okay. The bandit is knocked out cold, either by the fall or Officer Mir's mighty kick. Mir. Don't step on him. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to, but like he's in the way. What shall I ask him? About Pota. As far as I know, he has two sons. There's Toma and then there's Pota, a notorious troublemaker who's been gone for years. Troublemaker? It's an understatement. Pota is all kinds of bad. Gambling, theft, brawling. Costed his old man a small fortune. Costed. It's nothing like what Toma said. Toma, he's just a rich kid who seldom goes out. What does he know? Maybe he even looks up to Pota as his role model. And I heard that you're on the Master Toe's payroll. Ah, that rumor. Rumors start flying when you're in my line of work long enough. Before Pota left home for good, he was already living on the streets. Maybe he wanted to experience the thug life. I don't know. So he made troubles here and there. Residents reported to the police, and we had to sort this out with this old man. I came here a couple of times to collect money from Master Toe to compensate the neighbors. Of course. Maybe Pota felt ashamed and told his brother it's bribery. Doesn't take a genius to do a bit of fact check, right? Toma just never goes out. Speaking of Toma, I guess it can't be helped. I did see a pile of receipts for fines and compensations. Huh? Receipts? Where? Where did you see them? Oh, nothing. I was rambling. What shall I ask him? Toma's 1,000 times better than his good-for-nothing brother. It's truly a shame, though. A shame? How? Ah, nothing. Man, don't leave me hanging. Is there a third son? You mean to say that he's the bastard son of Master Toe and some beastling mistress? I won't buy it. What's more, Master Toe doesn't even seem to know him. Hard to say though, rich folks are known for having bastard sons who pop up out of the blue demanding a piece of the pie. Let's ask the guy himself when he comes around. Urgh. Hey, look who's back. I'll ask you. You answer. Bozo, who sent you? Where did you hide the ink? I've nothing to say. Well, I'll say it for you. You're from Sky Lotus Camp, ain't you? How did you know? He knows and still asks? Why? I know way more than that. Consider this a test. Prove to me that you can be a good boy. I can lock you up, but what good does that do? So I'm giving you this opportunity to come clean. This offer doesn't last long. And you'd be stupid to test my patience. Take the offer for your own good. Think very carefully before you answer my question, understood? Now, are you Master Toe's son or not? Aha, a clever setup. Now the bandit will think twice before lying. He's seriously good at police work. Dark liquid oozes out of the bandit, from head to toe, as if his whole body is melting. The sight is terrible. What's going on? Looks like he's in a lot of pain. Help! Help me! Is this a curse? Possession? Where are you when I actually need you, Tai King? Tai Ching. Tai Ching? Calm. Must calm down. Gods of heaven, spirits of earth, men in need. To wisdom heed. Yo, Triratna. Tai Ching? Relax, man. Don't bother looking for the root cause. Right this moment, you only need to treat the symptoms. Yeah, you always say that. Phew, now I'm much calmer. Got any new ideas? I have no idea what this black stuff is, but I don't need to know. I can strip it off, and that should be good enough for the current situation. You take over then. I'll go find the doctor. Leave this to me. This is where it gets a little harder. Buddha's inkwell. Why are all the lines black and gray? I've never seen anything like this before. Let me cut a few lines to test the waters. His karma lines are all painted on. That's it. I've got nothing. They're nothing special except for the color. Here I come. There we are. What the? The trigger line is shifting around? Be extra careful. Cut all the black lines without damaging the trigger line. Wait. I guess it's a little harder when you have the controller. There we go. Oh, back to normal. Now let's take care of the rest of them. Okay. There we go. I just have to focus on one of them instead. Huh. Wait, I can leave it like right here, right? I can shift around so much. Ah! Ah! Good. It's almost over. Nope. Do I ever get a break? This whole web is restored. Now with the trigger lines. Back to square one? Calm, calm. The situation hasn't changed much. Just like before, cut all the lines without undoing all the knots on the trigger line. I can do this. Just like before. Okay, okay. So I need to leave one line on the trigger line. I think I cut the wrong one already. Yep. I needed this one still. Oh, that's gonna... Nope. Yeah, I know. Try again. So I know which one I just need. I need to leave the one that's right on top. No. Oh, yeah. Ah. Karma severed. Now it's done. The black goo is all gone. The police came right in time, bringing a doctor with them. The bandit was saved. He told Officer Mayer his true identity before they took him away for questioning. Potato, the older brother of Toma, Master Toe's prodigal son. This should be the end of it, or maybe not. It can't be. How could my Pote become a beastling? He didn't. It's a technique called body paint. Beneath the layer of paint is your Poda. Body paint? I have no idea what you did and how you did it, but you did strip the body paint off of it before it swallowed him whole. Good work. So those black and gray lines were painted on, not real karma lines. Transia could do body paint, but she's far from this good. It takes a sorcerer as seasoned as Tai Ching at the very least. I should ask this police officer. Okay. Officer Mayer, is it? Just call me Knight. You seem to know a lot, Officer Mayer, about Sky Lotus Camp and all. What exactly is going on? Ink theft. Master Toe isn't the only victim. We are investigating an organized crime. As things stand now, all leads point to Sky Lotus Camp. These bandits are a massive pain in the ass. Worse still, they have this seer guy who gives them a body paint for disguises. Transia isn't the only one who has mastered the art of body paint. Who is a seer? That's as much as I can disclose. Sorry to disappoint, Triratna. No problem. Wait, Did I ever tell you my name? Haha, I thought you'd be Triratna. We have a mutual friend. He told me a lot about you and Transia. That reminds me, you did mention Tai Ching's name. Are we all done here? There's one heck of a day. That's one heck of a day. Are we all done? What about the repair bill for the wall and the floor? Right, I almost forgot about that. Citizen Triratna, you're responsible for all the costs of the wood and stone flooring, copper slab, plus one cellar wall. What? You busted that wall? You busted the floor. As a result, I fell into the cellar. One thing leads to another, and you, my friend, is the root cause. If I may interrupt, I won't hold either of you responsible. You just saved my son. Ha. Then we're all good. Buddha's mercy. And there's something off about Toma. About Toma, I have a few questions. What does this have to do with Toma? Don't you meddle with my family affairs. Master Toe is acting weird. I think I'm onto something. Back then, I saw an affinity line between you and Poda. Just in case I checked you both, the line was real. I was so shocked by the line that shouldn't be there that I overlooked the absence of something that should have been there. One affinity line was missing. Yes, I'm talking about the one between... Take a look around. Replaying the scene on the wall, there should be... Yes, Toma, he was there, pushing hard on the millstone. If we include him into the big picture, one affinity line was missing. Yes, I'm talking about the one between Master Toe and Toma. Master Toe and Officer Mayor. Me and Officer Mayor. Yes, Master Toe and Poda are related by blood. Naturally, they share an affinity line. Toma is related to them both. There should have been two more affinity lines to form a triangle. Where's this going? Speaking of, I did see affinity lines pointing to Toma. Think, what was it? Toma was connected to the figurines in the Rockery. That's it, those figurines. Toma was related to them all, except for that stone one. According to Toma, he made those figurines years ago. I didn't think twice because it was legit. Artists and their works are indeed often tied together by affinity lines. Is that the truth, though? Let's go over the conversation with Toma. There could be overlooked clues. Toma's nightmares. Toma's nightmares. He sought advice from me because they were troubling him. Dreams of me lighting a candle, then somehow setting myself on fire. As if he's made of paper. And me of drowning, slowly falling apart in water. That sounds like clay. Sometimes I'd have this dream of being a chunk of wood being chiseled by a sculptor. That hurts a lot. The makings of a wooden figure. These dreams of becoming figurines. What if they're his actual memories? Dreams of being buried alive. And this also came from Toma's memory. It means... Let's go over the conversation with Toma. There could be overlooked clues. We talked about Toma's age. He said that he's 18. Right, despite the 12-ish face and body, Toma is in fact 18 years old. An adult now. Some people age slower than others, but there could be other reasons behind his inappropriate young face. What bothers me is... Toma may not be human. Toma is dead. The boy is an animated figure. Am I right? No, Toma is... He is... Just let go, Master Toe. You can't hide him from the world forever. But what about Pota? How can he handle the truth? Pota accidentally killed his own brother, but there was no punishment. After that, he thought that he could get away with anything. Now he must learn his overdue lesson. You may think that you're helping him, but the hard truth is you're pushing him further down the drain. What? Pota killed Toma? Right. I found that about 3 years ago, not long after I started this job. I heard that Toes were a weird bunch. The good-for-nothing first son practically lived on the streets. The shut-in second son hardly ever showed himself, and the father handled the situation like it's perfectly normal. I thought this was worth looking into. Upon pressure, Master Toe told me everything. 6 years ago, give or take, the Toe brothers were playing on this very wall. Pota accidentally shoved Toma, who tripped on a loose tile, and fell to his death. Toma's life ended at the age of 12. As to Pota, he ran away, probably to exile himself. I don't know. Is that why this wall has copper slabs for tiles? Yes. I know it's stupid. What's done is done after all. It's just that I can't bear the sight of the tiles. They reminded me of that day. If only I had gotten rid of them sooner. I should have apprehended Pota for manslaughter. The thing is, I couldn't make an arrest without going through the whole procedure of public disclosure. That would blow Toma's secret wide open. Not something that I'd like to see. Just think, how would young Toma deal with the news that he was actually dead? Before I could make up my mind, Pota vanished without a trace. In hindsight, he could have gone to Sky Lotus Camp. He must have gone to Sky Lotus Camp. You tipped your son off, didn't you, Master Toe? Sorry, I was terrified. If you took Pota, this house would fall apart. If you didn't trick Pota out of that millstone's way, kick. Right, Toma would have killed the brother who killed him by the very wall where he died. Praise Buddha's arrangements. None may elude the endless web of karma. Praise Buddha's wisdom. Pota didn't mean it. It was an accident. An accident. How did you manage to revive Toma? He didn't suspect a thing. How did you do it so smoothly? I hired some Taoist priests. They transferred Toma's soul to those figurines he made. There's a good affinity, they said. It did work. Toma came back wearing one of those figurines and just thought that he had a nightmare. But those figurines were far from ideal. They were not waterproof or fireproof. We ended up swapping out Toma's damaged bodies every once in a while. About 6 months ago, I met this Grandmaster Priest, Sir Art. He made Toma a new body with one of the old wooden figurines. I don't know how it was done, but the figurine became indistinguishable from an actual boy. Problem solved, I thought, so I locked up the rest of the figurines and went on with life. Please, maybe Pota deserves punishment for what he did, but for Toma's sake. Sir Art? Don't tell me that it's Worry Art. That sounds about right. Another friend of yours? Worry Art is Sky Lotus Camp's seer guy. No way. The miraculous new body of Toma. The body paint that almost devoured Pota. Sky Lotus Camp, a bunch of bandits going after ink. At the center of these mysteries is Worry Art. I envision a volley of karma lines from all directions converging, descending into one pitch-black abyss. Alrighty then. Welcome home. Now you have a new piece of furniture. The Gacha cauldron. Spend your hard-earned car marines for cool souvenirs. The inventory expands as you clear more story chapters. Rare capsules guaranteed for your first spin. The exhibition room. You just unlocked the exhibition room. Souvenirs from the cauldron will be placed here. Now let's spend every single little thing that I have. I believe that there is only enough for what's currently in the demo. So... a chair? Oh. So... I think that there is literally also only enough of these little currency things to unlock everything. So, let's try. I believe the brown coppery ones are like the figures of the characters, while the silver grayish ones give you like extra things. A flashbacker. That sounds like something else. The dragon, the blessing. So technically you only got to see the wolf dude, the Buddhist monk. So what do you guys think of him? Pretty cool. Like there's his official, I guess you could say, non-sprite version. There's also Tai Ching. I'm pretty sure that I'm mispronouncing his name, so like, if you know how to pronounce it, just correct me. And then there is Snake Girl, whose name I just forgot, unfortunately. I am very bad with names, I'm sorry. The cauldron is empty. Here we get to see their sprites. Can I? No, I can't. Well, we get to see the sprite for everyone. It'd be kind of cool if we could see their, like, maybe concept art? Nightmare. Or Nightmare, I guess it could be... Yeah, I think it's probably Nightmare. It's supposed to be like a nightmare. Then Tai Ching. The Taoist priest. Then Transia. And of course, Triratna, the Buddhist monk. And of course, we have these guys. Kind of sucks that we didn't get to see his human form. Well, not his human form, his original form. The non-inked up version. But yeah, this is all of what we've unlocked so far. And there's technically room for more, but like, there isn't anything else. Because this is literally the end of the demo. But yeah, so, you know, what are your thoughts so far? Do you think this would be a cool series to continue if and when it gets updated? Technically, this would be chapter 2, but the demo version ends here. Thank you for playing. Please wishlist our game on Steam to support us. If you want to stay up to date on the latest news from us, please feel free to join our Discord server. But yeah, like I said, this is all that's left. Well, all that is available right now. I'm assuming this chapter would be for Tai Ching because, I mean, there's furnace cauldron-y thingy over there. There's what looks to be like his clothes right there. And well, and first, I mean, it was Triratna and now this guy. I wonder if you could do each chapter but with other characters. That would be interesting. I'm not really sure what Transia would be able to do in that one that we just did, though. There isn't any, like, ink. Anyway, so yeah, tell me in the comments what you think. And it's interesting. It's a little simple, yeah. I'm assuming as the story develops more, the game develops more, that things would be a bit more complicated or more interesting. Like the screenshots that are available on Steam do show a lot more characters. There's a lot more tigers, which is always a plus with me. And it looks to be a bit more full. It doesn't look so empty. Like these were just like introductory puzzles. And like I said, I do think that you could technically, I'm assuming that you could technically play the stories with different characters aside from the ones that are intended to be played as. But we would have to see that when the game is fully released or whatever, because this is a demo and it's supposed to be sold, I'm assuming. It's not like a free visual novel. But yeah, anyway, so, write down in the comments what you think, and thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play the demo for, what was it called? Recital? A Threefold Recital. You can do so by going down into the link in the description, which should have a direct link for the Steam page where you can download the game and play it. They do have a Discord, but I don't link to those, so, just go looking for it. It should be in the Steam page. I don't know if they would release it somewhere else, because I know maybe some of you don't have access to Steam or something, or you don't want to use Steam. So yeah, look for it on Discord or look for the Discord link or whatever, and, find it there. Anywho, so yeah, I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.